welcome back. I did promise you something special before the break, and that's exactly what we're delving into now. It's a Friday, so it's Film Friday, and today we're honored to feature Ghanaian actor, producer, and radio presenter Joseph Otsiman, and he's a two-time Africa Movie Academy Award nominee, among so many other glorious things. Morning and welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Let me start by saying congratulations to the Black Stars for beating Bafana Bafana last night on a football note.
Yes. Thank you. I couldn't watch it though.
Nobody could. It was only people in Ghana who could. But I mean, nevertheless, congratulations. Now,
thank you.
Back to film. Let's get straight into it. I mean, how does somebody who has 3 major films and 1 theater production under their belt manage to make such an impact? Because you know, in an African industry where normally you need. The legends have almost 100 productions under their belt before they can make a name for themselves. How did you crack it?
Okay, so first and foremost, thank you so much for having me. I mean, it feels good to be here.
That's awesome.
And
to have you.
what happened was like, you know, I was struggling to come into the industry, and then I didn't just want to become an actor. I had this vision of how I want to be like, you know. So I got lucky. I got auditioned for a film, The Cursed Ones. Yes, and I was supposed to play a very minute role, but then I was lucky to get Kojo, right? I'm correct, yeah. He was supposed to play the role, and then he got busy. And so I always say thank you to him anytime I meet him.
Right?
Yeah. So I got the role, and it was a very big role, and it was in line with my vision, the kind of project I want to do. So then my manager and I was like, okay, fine. Now this is the kind of project we're going to do. We're going to scrutinize every script that comes to be sure that it's in line with the blueprint of what I want to do.
Nice. So this was very intentional.
It is intentional because I'm still doing it. I mean, before I go on a project, I'm the kind of actor that I don't want to be known by the way I look or the way I dress. My brand is my work. Exactly. So I don't have so many works. So many people don't even know me. I mean, that's the funny truth. Like, but then I get celebrated by people who have seen my work. Like, they appreciate it because so much work goes into it.
Now, you know, before this interview, I was doing my research and reading up on you, and I came across an article where you were, I don't want to use the word complaining, but shall I say you were venting about the lack of support for film, specifically in Ghana. So, you know, how are you able to make it work? Because you're not, I know a lot of actors work more consistently, even though the quality of projects is worse, but because it brings in money. So how do you strike that balance?
Well, you know, if you go to other countries, I mean, it's just an example I'm stating, artists are supported. They are supported like one way or the other. And then I am an artist, like like just like any people who draw, like I'm an artist. So I feel like we are doing so much to put the country and then the continent up there. And so we need so much support that we can get, just like how other people in other sectors go on strike and all those things. We are also working. I'm sitting here right now, I'm talking about Ghana. At the end of the day, I'm promoting Ghana. So if there is any government person out there, they need to know that these people need support. And in my case, because I'm a bit picky with the kind of roles I do, it sometimes gets a bit difficult and how do I call it, like depressing, because I can be there for a long time and there's no work, and then I have to maybe tune into other means of survival, like I do radio, I produce for people, or sometimes I do photography.
Okay, so you're an all-round creative.
I am. So I think we filmmakers, we deserve so much support because that is one thing Africa needs. Really, we need to start telling our own stories, and that is when people will understand us properly. But we've neglected it. The government have neglected the importance of filmmaking, and it's so sad.
All right, well, you know what? Speaking of being Africans and telling our story, the lack of support hasn't stopped people like yourself, especially one particular production that has gotten a nod globally from the Golden Globes. Let's take a look at the trailer for Burial of Kojo.
Okay.
Childhood is a strange one. So strange that most people find it impossible to believe.
so that is just a snippet from the Burial of Kojo. I mean, already from the trailer, you can understand why it is getting so much attention. But I want to focus on your role. Now, I understand that you delve into method acting often, but there's a scene that I know you've spoken a lot about, and that's a scene in the mine. And, I want you to tell us a little bit about, that moment in the mine, where you now brought yourself, without being a spoiler, to eat the cockroach. Let's talk about that moment.
Yes, sure. So, like you said, I practice the method acting, and it's because it's more easier for me as an actor. I get so dedicated to the character, and then I don't have to worry about so many things. It's easier for me as an actor. So, yes, I did. And one of the things, some of the sacrifices I did for that mining pit was, I did a bit of how do I call it, like starving.
You decided to not eat, right, before going down into the mine.
And I took small water, and because of course there was going to be makeup and all, but I wanted to look it. All right, it was my personal decision. I didn't even tell the director. I only told the production manager to just have some few things for me. Yes, and I think it was worth it because I understood the vision of the story, and I knew that was supposed to happen. So what happened was, when the cockroach scene happened, I had already told the director that I have a feeling I want to chew the cockroach.
Oh my gosh, he says I have a feeling I want to chew the cockroach.
Because I felt like, it will add a lot to the story.
So it wasn't scripted, you just thought that my
scripted.
character would eat the cockroach.
It was scripted.
Okay.
That he would chew cockroach because he needed something to survive on.
Yeah.
All right, but then there was a fake cockroach, of course, like you know how film works. But I told the director, I want to take the risk. I've done some research.
Yeah.
I know it wouldn't really kill me, though it could give you 1 or 2 infections, but it's not that bad. But if we can work on it. So what happened was we had the cockroach, and then it was kept for like more than 2 weeks.
The fake one or the real one?
The real one,
okay.
like about 3 cockroaches.
Yeah,
but then the director called me. I think he was back in the States. He called me that, you know what, Joseph, I don't want to risk it. I don't want you to fall sick or something whilst you're filming, so I'm gonna get you the fake one. I know what you want to do, but no, we're not doing it. I'm like, cool.
Okay.
Cool. But when we're filming, like,
something entered you. This method acting, you became your character.
Yes, I was actually hungry. Like, I was there. Nothing was stopping me from eating the cockroach, and I needed it for survival. And it was there. It was happening. Like, even though it was filmed, but that moment, before I realized, I was chewing it. I didn't know I was going to chew it. Yeah, because if I knew I was going to do it, probably I would have showed off a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, we do it all the time, but I didn't. So the director didn't even know I was going to do it then. So if you see the film, like, we almost lost the focus, and then they had to bring it back, and then I chewed it. And also my safe word was that I wasn't going to swallow it. Okay. I was going to puke after that. So yes.
So you didn't. So did you follow through with that, or did you just let it digest?
No, it didn't go down. Like, it came.
Oh, it didn't digest.
Yeah, because that's the script saying. So.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Wow. You're really doing it for the cause. And with the Golden Globe nod, what are your expectations? What does this mean for you as a lead in this film? And what have you been getting extra attention from it? And does it open as many doors as we believe on the outside it does? Okay, so the thing is, personally, I've been having doubts doing this art thing. Am I really up for this? Like, can I do this? I keep asking myself so many times. So some of these things, like the AMA nominations, this Golden Globe, all the buzz we are getting for the film, gives me this impression that maybe I'm really doing the right thing. Yes. You must be doing something, right?
I know. Yeah. So it feels good. It's one of my dreams, of course, to go to the Oscars, go to the Golden Globe. So for me to have my film that I play lead, have the nod for Golden Globe means a lot for me. Right? Like,
we're gonna see you on that red carpet. It's all you, all the way from Takoradi to Hollywood.
Takoradi, yes.
Incredible. Now, you're here for AFRIF at the moment. What have been some of your highlights so far? I know it's been an exciting week already. Yes. But tell me a little bit about your involvement or your attendance at AFRIF.
Yeah, looks like Nigeria understands me more. I'll be honest.
Really?
Here. Yeah, I was here for the cursed ones, like I think 2 years ago, and the reception was amazing. I was in the acting workshop with Auntie Hilda Dokubo, right? Yes, and it was amazing. and they loved me. And now the Burial of Kojo came, and I'm here, and then people actually, they meet me, they talk to me, they love it, and it feels good. So coming to Afrif is like becoming like a second, like Nigeria is becoming like a second home, if not first. But yeah, so it feels good. I've met a couple of people. I've spoken to couple of directors, Abba, Kunle, and all the big,
Okay,
the big
so we know
yeah.
where to expect you in the next few years. In the next year or so, I'm assuming you're lining up a couple of power scripts.
Well, yes, I have some few in the pipeline coming out soon, and then I'm also in talks with some other people, and then I want to go back into theater a bit. That is where I started from, and that is what I love more, because it makes me more tensed, makes me more nervous, and I like to come out of it, and the stage is more difficult, and I want to go back to it. So I'm speaking to a couple of agents. We're still in talk. I want to go back into, that is in Broadway, that is in New York. Yeah, so that is what I'm working on right now.
Joseph, I'm getting goosebumps. I am excited about what the future holds for you. I think it's only up from here. And like I said, our tagline is from Takoradi to the world, right?
To
the world, just like that.
Kuma, to be precise.
You said?
Kuma.
Kuma.
That's right.
Exact. That's the exact location.
Yes.
Brilliant. Listen, this has been an absolute pleasure. I wish you all the best. We are going to be crossing fingers, praying, fasting, and everything for you to bring back that Golden Globe.
Need that.
And we will be the first. It must come here first.
We are premiering it here.
Yeah. I mean, let me prophesy it into the future. The awards will land at New Central. We'll take you from the airport. But this has been awesome. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll be looking forward to Burial of Kojo on Netflix.
It's on Netflix now.
It's on Netflix now. Any other platforms we can look forward to seeing it on?
Yes, it's on Vimeo. It's on Netflix as well, and I think it's on YouTube. I think so. Yeah. Pay to watch. Yeah, so if you check it up on Vimeo, you get it. It's
out there for the world to watch. Incredible, absolutely incredible. There you have it, Joseph Otsiman, the Ghanaian star that we are keeping our eyes on, and Medase for this interview.
Okay, Mr. Medase, thank you for having me.